Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. Hope y'all are doing well. Let's see who we got hanging out with us today. We have, let's see here, who's first? John Howard, good morning. Leo Stegers here, good morning from Central Ohio, 63 degrees, high in the mid 70s. Man, that's like perfect weather there. Good morning, Leo. Happy Friday, Darren. Charles says, good morning, David Jack. My O-Tour Laser Master 3 engraver is finally on its way. I will have to buy Lightburn and learn how to use it. Yeah, you'll like that thing. And Lightburn is the way to go. It is definitely the way to go. Good morning, Landis. Hope you're doing well. There's old Paul. How you doing, Paul? Hope you're doing well this morning. Happy Friday to you. Larry Galt. Good morning, Larry. David Davis. Good morning. TGIF. Clyde. Good morning. Morning, Sean. Don. Good morning. Hope you're doing well. Gary Hammett. Good morning. Lou Thomas. Good morning. Ray Jones says good morning from Dickinson, Texas. Mr. Ballard's on the road, looks like. Good morning, Solar Man. Hope you're doing well. Steve Gruncy says good morning and thumbs up. Appreciate the thumbs up. Got a few of them going over there. George here says, let's see. Good morning. My neck of the woods expect spectacular day, says 55, mostly sunny skies, 82. Okay. All righty. Don't have much to talk about this morning. Saw, of course, everybody's heard by now, the Queen passed away, I guess, yesterday. So that's going to be all the news. And of course now Charles is in charge. Charles in charge, yeah. King Charles. Which seems weird because, it's just something you don't really think about until I heard somebody else mention it. And then I got to thinking about it. Queen Elizabeth has been queen for 70 years. That's the only queen I've ever known. I'm 66. That's the only one, I've known of. So that's a long time. I mean, just to live 70 years is, pretty good while, but to be queen for 70 years, that's something there. And I don't know how old Charles is. If anybody knows, put it in the chat there. But he's no spring chicken. But anyway, maybe I'll Google that here in a minute and see how old he is. Let's see. What is Solar Man talking about? It says, my brother-in-law called a bit ago. More free stuff. And we secured a free worksite job box. Woohoo. Yeah. Yeah. All right. George is Johnny on the spot here. He says King Charles is 73. Yeah. So he's already in his 70s. So we'll see how long he makes it. And then who would be next in line? Y'all know that? Is it the oldest the oldest son. Let's see, which one has he got? One of them's the one, the crazy one that's married to that crazy woman, Markle gal. That's Harry, isn't it? And then what's the other one? William, I think. Yeah, Paul says he's a young guy. Yeah, I guess relatively speaking, he is. Yeah, but yes, I think that's how it goes. Isn't that the way it works? They keep it all in the family. So wouldn't it be William that'll be next after King Charles? I don't know much about that monarchy stuff, so that might be Lou says I think William is next. I think that's the way it goes. Well, he won't have to wait as long as Charles, because Charles is 73. He can't go 70 years. That'd make him 143. I don't think he's going to make it that long. So, yeah, Clyde's goes 73's a young guy too. No offense, you guys. I was just saying, he's not a spring chicken. Let's all agree on that. Yeah, so that's pretty much all I got. I've been up. I got to tell you, I know a nap is going to be in my future today because I woke up at I don't know, I think it was like 3:30 and couldn't go back to sleep. Thought I could go back to sleep. Laid back down, tossed and turned a while, then got my phone, looked at it a little bit. And then I got to thinking about something, and I thought, I wonder if my good friend Charles Deering has a scroll saw pattern of Queen Elizabeth. So at 5 a.m. my time, which what would that be in Texas, Larry? Is that 3 a.m. or something? I messaged Charles Deering and said, hey, have you got a Queen Elizabeth scroll saw pattern on your website? And a few minutes passed. I really didn't expect him in something. Well, he's probably in the bed, Sure enough, a few minutes later, he messaged me with the link. He says, yeah, I got 3 of them on it. So I don't know, I don't know what he was doing up at 3 a.m., but that's neither here nor there. But yeah, so I bought a scroll saw pattern of Queen Elizabeth. And I know you're probably wondering, well, Dave, you don't even have your scroll saw anymore. You sold it. But scroll saw patterns sometimes make really good CNC projects. So, in fact, I'll share my screen here. This is the one that I bought from Charles. This one right here. Yeah, it's got her. I think out of the 3, he had this one, and then he had another one that was kind of like this, only she wasn't smiling, and I swear it looked like a dude, So I didn't like that one. This one looks like an older lady, and then the other one was a picture where it's her walking with a bunch of the royal guard, I guess, the dudes with the real big hats and stuff. But anyway, so I may try to run that on the CNC. That might be okay. Larry said an hour earlier, so it was 4 a.m. his time. Still middle of the night, basically. Okay, let's see. George is getting all the stuff here. As Prince Charles becomes King Charles III, the line of succession for the British crown is Prince William, the Duke of Cambridge. Okay, he's 40 now. And then Prince George, which I guess Prince George is that William's oldest boy? Is that how it works? See, I'm not up on my monarchy stuff. I'm not sure how to say. Well, let's just say now, God forbid, let's just say that something was to happen to William before Prince Charles dies, and then Charles dies. Would it go straight to Prince George, or would it go to the other boy, Harry? I don't know how all that stuff works. And see, there's no way to know, or at least, unless you really follow history and stuff like that, because she's been around for 70 years. So it's not like any of it's happened where you go, oh, yeah, I remember when that happened. This is the way it went down. But anyway, let's see. George says, I hate those nights when you wake up in the wee hours. You wake up, toss and turn, then daylight approaches. And that's pretty much how it went down. Because after I'd got that quick response from Charles, I laid there a few minutes longer, and I thought, well, it's going back to sleep ain't happening, so I might as well get up. So I went ahead and got up and purchased that file from him, which I noticed something weird. Charles needs to get him a good website, because I noticed when they sent me the receipt in some places says $10, because that's what the scroll saw pattern was. But at the very top, it says you sent a payment of $1,000 to Wooden Visions. They didn't put the decimal point in there. So I hope Charles doesn't see that and thinks he's getting a big donation or something, because that ain't happening either. But anyhow, it needs to get a good website where they can get that kind of stuff straight. Anyway, let's see. What else was I? Clyde was 6 when King George passed. So yeah, so you were old enough to maybe remember that kind of stuff. Harry will never be the king. Okay, well, I know he won't now, probably because of all the stuff he stirred up. He's not even part of the royal family now. He let that woman. Yeah, well, I ain't even gonna get into all that. But yeah, he let that crazy woman get in his head, and he's all jacked up now. That's the way they do, man. I'm telling you. Okay. Well, we've got that settled in. So I guess the getting back up there. So I guess the Prince George is William's oldest son. And then yeah. Well, there's probably at least, let's see, if Charles is 73, probably got at least 10 or maybe 15 years before we even have to worry about something that happened there. Who knows? Because all them rich people always have good health care plans, seems like. I mean, take a look at Washington, D.C. Look at all them old farts that are running around screwing things up. And you keep thinking, man, how much longer are they going to live? At least I think that way. Maybe I shouldn't think that way, but I'm like, good God, how much more money? What do they need money for? They're already older than dirt. How much longer they think they're going to be around? Anyway, Rob Schuster's in the house. Good morning, Rob. Have we got a video ready to drop? Inquiring minds want to know. I haven't got any notification, although I don't have my phone in here. Yeah. Yeah, I agree, David. How much is enough? It's that's the thing about greed and the love of money and all that stuff. It's like the more they get, the more they want. And it's not just the money itself, it's the power that goes with it. But yeah, I don't know. Anyway, that's enough about the Queen. I might try to. I was sitting here. See, I had a plan when I thought about this. I thought, well, I might run this live on the Saturday show. But then I thought, well, I don't know. It's probably going to take. Well, I've got this size down to where it's about, I think, 18 inches tall or something like that, and it's still going to take a little bit because I'm having to use a one bit for clearance to try to hit the big parts, and then a V-carb bit to do the rest. So we're looking at what does that say? 2 hours and about 2 hours and 45 minutes there. Of course, that might not have the right speeds in there. Yeah, it's still probably going to take over an hour and a half to do it all. And then, of course, once I V-carb it, I would have to paint it and stuff like that. Well, let's see. Clyde says run it on the O-Tour. I could run it on that. It'd be just engraving it. And I'd have to size it down a little bit because that O-Tour has a work area of about 16 by 16. So I could get it on down to like 12 by 16 or something like that, I guess. But I think it would take a long time to run it on that as well. Okay, Rob says it is ready. I just hit the publish button. Okay. Wonder if I will be getting well, I'm not on the right channel. Well, I might be. I don't know if I get notifications on that or not. Larry says he's looking at the O-Tour Laser Master 3 that was just released now. Yeah. Yeah. They've there's probably several videos, if you need to do any more research on it. Because they've been out a while, and there's folks on there that it's like every new thing that comes out, the X tool and the O-Tour, and seems like there's a couple more. They get them sent to them, and they do the reviews on those things all the time. Rob says, I finally got a decent mic. I think it sounds better. I'm to 992 subscribers. Hopefully this will push me over. All right. Well, I hope so. And then you just got to keep putting the stuff out so you can get the watch time. But it'll come. It'll come. Put out cool stuff. That's what I've always said. A lot of people, all these so-called YouTube experts that try to tell you how to grow your channel, and what kills me is when you watch these experts and they're like, they've got, some of them don't even have enough subscribers to be monetized. I'm like, well, if your advice is really that good, how come your channel's not grow? But they always give all this advice and stuff. But I don't think there's any big secret. I just think if you put out content and you need to do it regular so that people are, used to seeing it, and you put something out that's interesting that people want to see, like building drums, It's like I've said before, out of all the videos I have, and I've got a ton of them, my most popular ones is woodworking projects. It doesn't even have anything to do with the CNC. And all of them are really old because, some of them are probably 10 years old or older. But, yeah, just put out good stuff and people will watch it, share it, and all that kind of stuff. Larry says, I see the new 3D printer in the back. Yeah, I was sitting there yesterday. I'm still working the kinks out of it. You can see I got I always do the wrong. I got my camera sitting back there because I'm shooting a little video here and there of it running, but it's all assembled and I'm still working a few kinks out of it. I did not get, and I mentioned this in video, so it's not like I'm telling you something you won't hear later. But when they sent me that thing, they sent me the big heavy box that the printer was in, and then they also sent me a smaller box that had 3 spools of filament. Now they say they're special. I don't know what's special about them, but it looks just like regular old PLA to me. But anyway, that fluorescent green that you see back there, that's I did print a little thing. Didn't really come out that great because I'm still with some kind of little heart box thing. And this isn't something I drew or got off Thingiverse. This was something that was on one of the SD cards that I got with one of the Ender 3. So that's where that file came from. But yeah, but anyway, so I got some filament and the 3D printer, but I didn't get any thumb drive and or SD card. So, and when I followed the directions in the little manual, it shows that when you're installing Cura, it shows get this file, and it's the file that's the profile for that machine. Well, I didn't have nowhere to get it because there wasn't anything, and it's not like you can go to the website and get it because this is all a brand new machine that's not really out there yet. But I am in contact with the folks that sent it to me. He's supposed to be emailing me a configuration file and a profile file to update that firmware. I mean, I got it to work and it'll print, but I know I'm not getting all the stuff the way they want it to be. So hopefully I will get that sometime today, and I'll be playing around with it again today anyway, running some more stuff because I want to run a whole bunch of stuff before I finish the video. Clyde says like coffee in the morning. Okay, I'm not sure what he's referring to there. Good morning to Mr. Santa Cola. Hope you're doing well. George says move to the side so we can see it better. There. You'll see it soon enough. I show you everything now. You guys won't watch the video. But yeah, it's a big boy. It's got I think roughly 12 by 12 by 12 build plate or 3 300 by 300 by 300, something like that, which when I say, I've got the one of my enders, because the other ender I took down and just, you pick it up with one hand and set it on the floor right here. And then I set that one, which, is heavy. It probably weighs, I don't know, 15, 20 pounds, something like that. You're not going to pick it up one hand and carry it very far. But anyway, it looks funny when I sit there and look at it, and, look at the build plate compared to the Ender 3, and I'm like, man, that's, the difference is night and day. But let's see. Sean says Davis teasing us. Nah. I should have just thrown a sheet over it or something so you couldn't even see it. But see, I figured I said when I set it down and then I got in here and I looked and I'm like, yeah, my head blocks it. So I won't be able to see much. So, but yeah, the video will be out just as quick as I can get it out. I've got all of the unboxing and stuff like that shot. I just have to edit it and then shoot the final stuff where I talk about, the features and all that kind of stuff. After I've had a chance to run it, and it's not really going to be a review video because I don't like when you watch videos and people say, well, I got an unboxing and review video, which that's fine if you want to put it in there. But if you're unboxing it and then a few weeks passed and you're doing the review, but you include that all on one video, that's fine. But when the dude's wearing the same shirt and everything, you can tell it's just later on that day. And then he's doing a review. And I'm like, well, yeah, it probably is great for the first few hours you have it. It hadn't had time for anything to go wrong. So like I said, this won't really be a review video. It's more of an unboxing and assembly, talking about the features, and then I'll show some of the prints that I do off of it. And then later on, after I've had it a while, will come another video where it's a review, which to me, that's the way you should do it. But it's, from what I can tell, it's going to be a pretty awesome thing. It's a lot different. I'm not going to sit here and tell you all about it now, but like I said, when the video comes out, you'll see that it's way different than any 3D printer I've run before. But my timer's about to go off here. I don't understand that stupid thing. I never did see my messages pop up. But sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. I don't know what it is with whether it's a YouTube thing, a StreamYard thing, or what, but only works about half the time, I guess. Yeah, be the first thoughts, not a review. Yeah. First impressions, I guess, is what I like to say. But it's going to be pretty cool. I think, and of course, since after I got it and opened it up and put it together, and then I went back and looked at their website, I'm like, oh yeah. And then that guy that I'm talking to confirmed. He goes, yeah. He goes, this isn't out yet. You're just one of the few people who testers or whatever they want to call it that are, guinea pigs that are getting one to try them out. So I don't even have any idea what it will list for price wise or anything. But it does have some really nice features. And when the video comes out, you will find out all about them. All right, let me get out of here. Let's get this weekend started. Everybody have a good one. If you're not doing nothing tomorrow night, come hang out with me for the Hobby CNC with Dave show. I don't really know what I'm going to be doing. I had hoped to have a guest, but like so many other times, this is why I've gone a long stretch and not had a guest, because I get tired of reaching out to all these people, and some of them you don't even hear from them. I'm like, come on, people, at least be, if you don't want to be on the show, I don't care, but at least reply back and go, nah, not interested or something. That would be cool. But when you just don't hear anything, I don't know. I thought, well, do I go ahead and plan to do something else? Because what if I hear from them, right? And you got all that kind of stuff. So I've kind of left it open in case I heard from this person, and I haven't. So uh, we will at least do a Q&A. I've got a few pictures to show that have been sent to me. So we will have something to do. Let me check some questions here or comments. Rob says, I think I'm free tomorrow night. Send me a link if you're looking for a panelist. Okay. Yeah. You're on it. You're on it, man. All right. Well, let me get out of here. Everybody have a good Friday. Have a good weekend. And if I don't see you tomorrow night, we'll see you Monday. That is, if the Lord's willing and the creek don't rise.